one that I'm not even sure you deserve, but...
She never do anything to intentionally hurt you. She's just being concerned, Mom.
Not to win Ridge back, but because she wants to spend time with...
Welcome back to Soap with Joe. In today's video, we'll discuss Brooke's emotional development and her possible transformation. Brooke has made an attempt to tell Ridge the truth about Carter's takeover scheme, but Ridge seems to shift the blame onto Hope for this tragedy and show no mercy to Brooke's daughter. Many fans predict that Brooke will soon change her mind and side against Ridge and his team. Meanwhile, Carter is likely to appoint Brooke to the co-CEO position. Therefore, the battle between two sides will escalate. I suggest we dive deeper into Brooke's psychology and the motives driving her to turn her back on Ridge. Also, I'm curious about how Brooke will assist Carter and Hope after they gain control of the company. Brooke is expected to step into the role of a competent leader and bring stronger energy to Carter and Hope's ambitions. Now let's delve into these hints and explore our predictions for upcoming interesting plotlines. First off, we'll discuss developments in Brooke's emotional turmoil after she reveals the truth to Ridge. I guess that Ridge's response to the takeover plot triggers Brooke's complicated thinking. Remember that Brooke already faced a dilemma before telling Ridge the secret. I feel that she truly care about Ridge, experiencing guilt and feelings of betrayal if she couldn't warn Ridge of the imminent risk. She is also aware that Hope will be probably in danger once the plan is revealed. However, Brooke still decided to inform Ridge about devastating news, hoping that Ridge won't accuse Hope and give her a chance to resume her fashion line. In contrast, Ridge's attitudes extremely hurt Brooke, while he continues to criticize Hope and sides with Steffi to badmouth Brooke's dear daughter. In details, Carter's relationship with Hope appears to be thriving. However, Steffi and Ridge may conspire to sabotage their newfound happiness. Meanwhile, tensions are already escalating, with Ridge blaming Hope for steering Carter down a destructive path. Brooke is growing increasingly embarrassed by Ridge's criticism of her daughter. Brooke remains caught in the crossfire, but frustration is just the beginning stage of her emotion flow. Though Brooke demonstrated loyalty to Ridge by alerting him to the takeover scheme, she may question whether that loyalty was misplaced, especially if Ridge continues to blast Hope and turns to Taylor for solace. Brooke could find herself wondering if her future with Ridge is slipping away. Brooke's perspective might shift if her relationship with Ridge begins to fall apart. Regarding the Carter and Hope's rebellion, they are on the verge of achieving their goal. Carter is set to make waves as his LLC papers officially come into play. With Justin potentially failing to extract the Forresters from their legal quagmire, Carter could be poised to ascend to power. Meanwhile, Ridge and Steffi are predicted to join force to accuse Hope of poisoning Carter against the Forresters. According to the information circulating on the social media, at the cabin, Hope will stand her ground as Steffi bursts in, ready for a showdown. However, Hope sees things differently. She believes she simply listened to Carter, a courtesy she feels Ridge and Steffi have long denied him. When Steffi threatens that Hope will never work at Forrester Creations again, Hope counters with confidence, implying that Steffi's authority might not last much longer. If Carter's LLC takeover succeeds, he plans to reinstate Hope and make her an integral part of the company's future. The clash intensifies as Steffi accuses Hope of using seduction to manipulate Carter. In response, Hope defends their love and mutual respect, refusing to let Steffi and Ridge diminish their relationship. As Steffi continues her tirade, Hope is likely to fire back with a bold promise, one that suggests Steffi might soon find herself on the sidelines instead of calling the shots. Hearing about the confrontation and finding that Hope fully supports Carter's ambitions, Brooke's frustration escalates to push her to make a decision. Brooke starts to struggle to align with his methods. If this rift leads to a breakup between Brooke and Ridge, Brooke could end up switching sides in the feud. There's a strong possibility she might join Carter and Hope's camp, which could position her to wield significant influence at Forrester Creations. Now, Brooke is hesitating to join forces with Carter and Hope, perceiving Ridge's harsh criticisms of Hope as cruel. Meanwhile, Carter openly criticized Ridge for granting Brooke a superficial executive role and insisted she deserved to be CEO. He praised Brooke's track record of making evidence-based decisions during her previous leadership stint, contrasting it with what he sees as Steffi's emotionally driven choices. Could this conversation mark Brooke's transformation? While Carter is focused on claiming the CEO spot for himself, he might ultimately choose to share the position with Brooke. This scenario wouldn't just strengthen Carter's position, it could also elevate Brooke's global popularity. The revival of Brooke's bedroom underscored her widespread appeal, making her an ideal co-leader to improve Forrester's public image and mitigate any backlash following the takeover. If Carter finds himself needing to repair the fallout from his bold moves, making Brooke his co-CEO might be the perfect solution. Regardless of how this plays out, many soap enthusiasts argue that it's very likely that Brooke will go with Hope's team. Next, love triangles and betrayals simmer among Remy, Will, and Electra. Each person is concealing their own secret and having their own personal plan. Remy worries he's losing his chance with Electra as she grows closer to Will. Driven by jealousy, Remy might resort to underhanded tactics to push Will out of the picture. Sheila and Deacon will be keeping an eye on Remy at the restaurant. But will they pick up on his potentially sinister intentions? I suppose that Sheila, though meeting Remy less than Deacon, will recognize his abnormality. Deacon seems overly fascinated by Remy's suggestions and too focused on work to pay attention to Remy's personal life. Meanwhile, at Deacon's restaurant, Will keeps a watchful eye on Remy and his interactions with Electra. The more Will observes, the more uneasy he becomes about Remy's sudden presence in Los Angeles, especially after Electra's move. Will grows increasingly suspicious as he picks up on Remy's fixation with Electra. His concern deepens after hearing hints from Electra about escaping a difficult past. While Electra doesn't directly blame Remy, she admits seeing him again has stirred painful memories. If Will learns about the deep-fake photo scandal that troubled Electra, he might suspect Remy's involvement. Remy's behavior is setting off red flags, and his unsettling stalker vibes lead Will to fear for Electra's safety. Well, I'll keep you updated as more hints come up. Last but not least, many viewers are questioning what is happening during the meetup between Bill and Luna. They argue that Bill may struggle to maintain the decisive resolve he had before the meeting. He could be swayed by Luna's current struggles and her persuasive skills. In my opinion, it's hard for Bill to entirely abandon the bond with his once dear daughter. However, Luna now would like to approach Bill in a different role and develop their relationship into an intimate connection. Do you think Bill will accept Luna's proposal to continue this toxic bond? Well, I would like to see your comments below, and we'll continue discussing interesting topics in our next videos. Until next time, bye!